Phoebe Cates is one of those rare stars who, despite burning brightly on the big screen, chose to walk away at the height of her fame to embrace a more private life. Known for her breathtaking beauty and iconic roles in Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Gremlins, Cates was every teenager's dream girl of the 1980s. But behind her screen success lay a woman with other ambitions, prioritizing love, motherhood, and a quieter existence over the constant glare of the spotlight. This Then versus Now biography explores how Phoebe Cates rose to pop culture royalty, then gracefully stepped back to focus on her personal journey, proving that true fulfillment can sometimes mean leaving the dream factory behind. Born July 16, 1963, in New York City, Phoebe Belle Cates was drawn to the arts from the very beginning. Her father, Joseph Cates, was a Broadway producer and television pioneer, while her uncle, Gilbert Cates, was a notable film director. Surrounded by a creative family, Phoebe seemed destined for the spotlight. She attended the prestigious professional children's school in Manhattan, where her natural grace and talent began to shine. Initially drawn to ballet, Phoebe studied at the School of American Ballet, dreaming of a professional dance career. But a severe knee injury at just 15 years old forced her to change direction, leading her toward modeling and, eventually, acting. Phoebe's striking looks and calm confidence quickly brought her modeling success in her teens, appearing in major magazines and brand campaigns. But it was acting that truly launched her into public consciousness. In 1982, Phoebe made an unforgettable film debut in Paradise, a coming-of-age romance that generated attention. But it was Fast Times at Ridgemont High in 1982 that immortalized her in pop culture memory. Her character, Linda Barrett, starred in one of the most iconic scenes of the 1980s, the red bikini fantasy that cemented Phoebe as an instant teenage dream. Although Fast Times initially received modest box office returns, it became a cult classic over the decades. With Phoebe's image becoming synonymous with 80s teen fantasies and pin-up culture, Phoebe continued her Hollywood rise with the Gremlins franchise, 1984-1990, where she played Kate Barringer, the sweet, down-to-earth girlfriend who helps battle mischievous creatures in Joe Dante's horror comedy hits. These roles showcased Phoebe's girl-next-door warmth and solidified her place among the most recognizable faces of 80s cinema. She also starred in Private School, 1983, Date with an Angel, 1987, and Shag, 1989, consistently balancing her girl-next-door charm with a touch of sex appeal. Her roles were often about balancing innocence with a dash of rebellion, making her relatable to audiences around the world. In 1983, while auditioning for a role, Phoebe met acclaimed actor Kevin Kline. Despite their 16-year age difference, the two clicked immediately. Their relationship blossomed, and they married in 1989 in a quiet ceremony. Phoebe and Kevin became one of Hollywood's most enduring couples, admired for their commitment to each other and their down-to-earth lifestyle. Together, they had two children, Owen Joseph Kline, born 1991, and Greta Simone Kline, born 1994. Both of whom inherited creative talents. Greta, under the stage name Frankie Cosmos, became a successful indie musician, while Owen pursued acting. While Phoebe was still in demand, she decided to step back from acting in the mid-1990s to focus on raising her children. At the height of her fame, she made a conscious choice to prioritize family over career, a decision that surprised many fans but earned her deep respect. She occasionally appeared in small projects, including Princess Caribou 1994. But otherwise stayed out of the public eye. Her dedication to her children and to a stable, loving marriage became her greatest project, proving that even a superstar can step away and redefine her dreams. In 2005, Phoebe returned to the spotlight in a different way, opening Blue Tree, a boutique on Madison Avenue in New York City. The store became a stylish, curated blend of fashion, jewelry, art, and gifts, reflecting Phoebe's artistic spirit and sophisticated eye. Blue Tree thrived, becoming a beloved neighborhood fixture and showcasing Phoebe's talents beyond the screen. Running the boutique allowed her to stay creative while maintaining a flexible, family-centered schedule. Then, the ultimate 80s teen goddess, a fantasy figure who brought charm, beauty, and grace to iconic roles, influencing a generation of moviegoers. Now, a grounded, fulfilled entrepreneur, mother, and wife who still carries an air of effortless elegance and mystery. Phoebe's story is a rare Hollywood narrative, someone who walked away on her own terms and found happiness in a simpler life. Phoebe Cates remains a beloved 80s icon, her red bikini scene cemented in movie history. Generations of fans still admire her classic films, and she continues to inspire younger audiences discovering her work through streaming platforms. Her decision to step back from the limelight, though unusual, has become an inspiring story about balancing fame with personal fulfillment. In an industry that often consumes its stars, Phoebe's graceful exit has only enhanced her mystique and popularity. That now, in her early 60s, Phoebe continues to run Blue Tree and enjoys life with Kevin Kline, occasionally appearing at industry events or supporting her children's creative careers. She has hinted at interest in creative projects behind the scenes, but is in no rush to return to acting. Her story is one of self-knowledge and priorities, proving that even the brightest stars can choose their own path. Whether on the screen or in her boutique, Phoebe Cates remains an inspiration for living authentically and with purpose.